Chapter 18. Chaturvarnam. The four principal castes. Swamiji. Among the four castes Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras, more especially among the Sudras themselves, there are many subcastes and divisions. Kindly explain to me all about these things also. Who are the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras? Brahmins are Nambudiris, Embrandiris, and Patars. Of these Nambudiris are Malayala Brahmins, Embrandiris are Thula Brahmins, and Patars are Kanaris and Tamil Brahmins. The Kshatriyas are the descendant of the Rajas who ruled anciently in race of sun and moon. The Vaishyas are something like the North Indian merchants. All the other Hindus are Sudras. Can you point out a Brahmin? Yes. I can. Please do it. The Nambudiris of Malabar. How do you say they are Brahmins? Because they have got the sacred threads. It is absurd to say all those who wear sacred threads are Brahmins. The Tamil goldsmiths and oilmongers and weavers etc., all wear sacred thread. Are they Brahmins? No. Why not? You said all those who have the sacred thread are Brahmins. Whether a person is a Brahmin or not also depends upon his profession or trade. What is the Brahmin's profession or trade? Study of Vedas, performing pujas in temples. What is the work of the Kshatriyas? Killing bad men and saving good men. The work of Vaishyas. Agriculture, commerce, protection of cows. The work of Sudras. To be the slaves of Brahmins and do menial service for them. In that case, if a pariah is given a bath and made clean and taught to repeat Vedas and to perform pujas and invested with a sacred thread, will you admit him as a Brahmin? No. Why not? Because he is a pariah or low caste. Suppose you had not known him to be a pariah, would you have taken him for one? No. Why not? If there is a separate caste called Brahmin, you must be able to pick them up. Moreover, if you were not born, could you have the four caste distinctions? No. Then, when did the distinctions came? After my birth. Let it be. When you were sleeping, did you have this world and the four distinctions of caste? No. Why? Then my mind concentrated within me and have no conception at that time. When did you begin to have all these? Only when I woke up. When you woke up, from where did you get this notion? From my mind. There are four different divisions. But they are not as you think them to be. I shall describe that. Is the Brahmin an untouchable? No. Is Kshatriya or a Vaishya untouchable? No. Is Sudra an untouchable? Yes. He is an untouchable, and among them there are other unapproachables also. All these are correct, but not exactly as you understood. But all these four divisions originated from you. They are mind, chitham, buddhi, and ahankaram. Mind is the Brahmin, chitham is the Kshatriya, buddhi is the Vaishya, and ahankara is the Sudra. The Brahmin is concerned with the knowledge of nitya and anitya. This knowledge of the nitya and the anitya has already been dealt with in chapters 6 and 12. When the mind is able to find out nitya, it is Brahmin. Such a person is a Vedic, a learned Pandit. So, it is said the master of Veda is Brahmin. None other except a Brahmin is entitled to this knowledge. Veda means only knowledge. The master of the knowledge is mind. If there is no mind, there is no knowledge. That is why it is said that the author of Veda is the Brahmin. That Brahmin is mind. In the world, Kshatriya has got more reputation and glory than Brahmins. This kshatriya is the chidam, which is the real glow of life. The occupation of a kshatriya is to fight out the bad and protect the good. The bad is passions like covetousness, hatred, etc., the good is the pure mind. The mind is hindered by these passions from attaining Veda or knowledge. The duty of the kshatriya or the chidam is to fight out and cut off these passions and give the mind perfect peace. This is the duty of the kshatriya of protecting the good. The duty of the vijaya is to trade and look after the economic welfare of the world and also to protect the cows. They are the go rakshakas. Go means sound, rakshaka means protector. The protector of sound or the word is the buddhi. The trade and commerce invite a good deal of intellectual attention. The care of the sound and word and the conservation of energy, by not wasting it in the form of words, are the concern and care of the economist, buddhi. The vijaya cultivates the energy, with the aid of buddhi in the susamna, and meets all necessary demands without starving the Brahman, mind. The mind is fed and preserved. This is the function of vijaya the buddhi. The sudra is the I, ahankara. It is here you have got so many subcastes. These subcastes are formed on account of the various pursuits that people follow. Some are aristocrats, some are title holders, some chandalas, some parayas, etc. These castes are mental determinations. Thieving, cheating, lying, murdering, prostituting, are all pathological states of the mind and are included in the list of Chandala. It is such things that are asked to be kept at a distance. This is the reason why you find so many grades of castes among the Sudras. In order to become good, we are asked to perform padasiva of the Brahman. The expression padasiva with reference to the Brahman means only this. Padam means place. Seva means serve. The Brahman is the mind, and the expression padasiva means only serve the mind at its place in the Brahmadya. This is the work of Sudra. This is the underlying truth of these castes. All those who boast of as the so-called Brahmins arrogating to themselves the privileges of studying the sacred books and ridiculing the so-called Sudras and indulging in all deplorable activities are really Chandalas. They are not real Brahmins. The Brahmins are those who have succeeded in conquering, controlling and concentrating their fleeting minds and merging the same with the Supreme Self, the everlasting entity. Similarly, all those who call themselves proudly Kshatriyas and in the guise of protecting good people arm themselves with deadly weapons like guns and swords and kill human beings mercilessly are also Chandalas. They are not Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas are those people who have annihilated all their evil passions by kindling the energy of life within themselves and making the mind strong and secure. In the same manner, all those who in the name of cow protection, torture innocent beings, like cows, bulls, and buffaloes, by putting them under yoke, and by stealing their milk which is naturally meant for their young ones, and all those who under the pretext of trading, sell all the useful commodities at exorbitant prices, and cheat others with false weights and measures are also Chandalas. Vishas are those who have control over the sound and who cultivate the energy within as above mentioned. The Sudra are not those persons who do menial service to the so-called Brahmins and who drink liquor and eat dead bodies. Such persons are Chandalas. But the Sudras are those who really attempt to take the mind and get it merged in the Brahmarandhra wherefrom it started. This is the real service done to the Brahman. There are no separate four castes or varnas. Karma the Vayu when it spreads out as mind develops four aspects on account of ahamkara. These aspects are manas, chith, buddhi and ahankara. It is from these four psychological states of mind that everything in the universe has come into being. There is no creation or caste or birth as Brahman or Kshatriya or Vishya or Sudra. The four caste arises from one and concentrates the same itself. Therefore it will be known that there are no castes definitely. All beings around us are our own making, but on account of our ignorance we are not able to know that. When we realize the self, then there is nothing else. To know ourselves we must leave off all our suicidal pursuits and concentrate our life energy within us. Then only we will realize ourselves. This is called Kaivalya or salvation.